So tell me why can't this be love?
All right, welcome back to SOS. I'm Staff Sergeant Badass. Okay, are we living in fear? Hang on, let me fix my camera before it gets all crazy. I mean, are we living in fear? I mean, seriously, it's it seems like the world or the entities around us, it wants us to be in fear all the time, and it's kind of like someone's trying to you ever get that feeling someone's trying to push an agenda down on us that's let's say for example, I just think it's kind of odd, right? I think this is kind of odd. I want to throw this out there and see how many of you feel the same way as me. Now, I get text messages and not from the school that like I take my son to school, and I get messages that there's been a there's been a comment made by a student in another school somewhere that I guess because they're in the same county as us, they I guess they get irritated at the system or whatever it is, and they type some little hate comment on Facegram, whatever. Well, I don't know where they post it, but there's no evidence. No one ever says this is what the person said they were going to do. No one ever says, okay, where's the proof that someone has said something that caused this heightened security alert thing? Okay, it just really bothers me that we can't just send out one message, right? This is not just one message, right? It's got to be like this brainwash effect with people, right? They do it because um, the yokels, around the area, right? Whatever yokels out there that the conditioned white that is unaware and unprepared, right? Those unaware and unprepared people that don't live in that, like the kind of mindset that most of us live in, where I conceal carry, I prepare, I do all this stuff, and we are a lot, the heightened awareness, the situational awareness between us out there that actually do pay attention to things going on, it for the opposite of that, the opposite folks, right? The opposite world, they do this for them. And they send out an email and it's got a voice recording on it. We received a message that someone had threatened blah 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 this place, and now we're going to go on heightened security. There will be an increased presence of law enforcement and blah blah blah. They do this, and then, okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. No, we're going to call your phone, and it's a voice record. Okay, now my phone's ringing. Okay, what's up? It's because it says it's a school. What's up? And it's a voice recording and a heightened security. We're going to, but we are robots taking over the world. And then they go from that to, oh, now we got a text message. Okay, I've got a text message now. Seriously, I mean, it's like everyone, please be scared for your lives right now and worry about your children, and to heighten the agenda or something. It's like we're trying to heighten an agenda to scare the crap out of everyone. And then now when you go to school, you're looking for tanks and stuff. Where's the tanks? All right, I'm looking for tanks now. It's I mean, okay, I'm taking the truck then. All right, it's heightened security level. It's one of those it's just one of those things. It's just very stressful these days. This day and time that we live in, everything is so stressful. I mean, yeah, granted, there are things going on. There are things going on all the time, and it is things to be concerned about. And there's things that no one ever talks about. They are not showing you that. They're not going to show you that. The media system has been just completely taken over, and everything out there is being fed to us like a spoon. All right, here comes the airplane. All right, are you ready to? Okay, a little dribble right there. They spoon feed us a bunch of garbage. Instead of talking about the serious situations going on in the world, we focus on crap that doesn't matter. We always focus on crap that ain't got nothing to do. Okay, hooray for those people that, it, um, they'll talk about topics that oh, can you believe what happened over there, blah blah blah, and is in some situations now technology has gotten so crazy. I feel like I have to scream for an adult in every situation. And it seems like at Walmart or something, it's always some gal named Brittany. Hi, it's Brittany. And I'm waiting for Brittany to approve my stuff. I'm doing self checkout over here. Help, help! I need an adult. I just want. It says that I have to enter a code and pin numbers and verify. All right, are you who? Yep, you are BA. Okay, robot. Do do do. Okay, all right. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. It's wow. I mean, it's just gotten to the point that you can't do anything anymore. Technology is taking. What year is it? It's 2018, right? I mean, what? sometimes, sometimes like I figure it's like 2056 or something, right? It's wow. We are just advancing so far that there's going to be nothing left. I mean, it's a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. I mean, you can buy a drone these days for $20 and spy on your neighbors. I mean, it's easy. I have a drone. If I hear nonsense going on, I can fly my drone over. Well, it's just a neighbor, beating his wife again. I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. But, it's I live in the South, so it's one of those things. Well, I'm kind of in that corner. It's in a weird spot. You get the Virginians. They come down. They're like, they come down here and I think it's because we got a Starbucks. The Starbucks brought everybody here. I think that's the reason why the Virginians moved here. I'm not sure why there's so many Virginians. We're getting attacked, just like we're being taken over by Virginia, and I just want people to be aware of that. It's very scary here. They drive like Priuses and stuff. There's Priuses everywhere, and the world is changing, and traffic is getting crazy. I mean, it's just getting overpopulated, very overpopulated. But there's so many threats. I mean, to the power grid and everything else. I was just talking about this just the other day about the how the media had made it out to be a bunch of good old boys. What was it? I wrote some of this stuff down because I was laughing so hard. Yeah, it was. That's right. That's right. I got this right. It was the HV transformers, right? The HV transformers. They were taking out these HV transformers. This was a while ago, man. And when they did this, the media was talking about same-sex marriages and stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff they were discussing at the time. And while there's like a terrorist group, they made it out to sound like there was like a bunch of good old boys that rolled up in a pickup truck and was shooting at some stuff. That's how the media made it sound. But what was actually going on, it was like a terrorist group. They actually went in and cut specific lines and did all this specific stuff that's in some sort of blueprint and had logos and target information to where to hit to empty the oil out of the tanks, out of the HV transformers, and shut the power grid down. They actually cut the 911 services and everything. And while all that was going on, see what I mean? Like the media is over here talking about some silliness. Good for them. Congratulations, folks. And while we're over here, like our power grid's getting shifted, and it's going to cause a strain and a possibility of collapsing us into. And look, folks, when it comes to a power grid, like our infrastructure is very, very fragile. And I say this all the time. It's very fragile. And I mean, you could kill the power grid just like that. I mean, it wouldn't take very much. And these HV transformers, it's a very complicated process to get another one. They don't come from this country, for one. So if another country had a plan to take us out, they could take out the power grid just like that. An HV transformers, just start taking those things out, and then next thing you know, we can't get another one. It takes like 6 to 9 months just to get one, right? It takes 6 to 9 months to get one. And when they do these documentaries, it's ridiculous. Like the documentaries that I was watching, I think it was like Discovery or some trash. I don't know. But whoever it was or Nat Geo, or I think it might have been Nat Geo. I'm probably all jacked up. But they did some sort of documentary, and they made it sound like it took like 9 days for the power grid to come back up or some trash. And it was actually, in reality, and I mean, they have to get approval to drive these things across bridges. I mean, it's a long process to get these transformers put back in. And you're talking, could you imagine? There's no coming back from that. If the system broke down like that, that sort of violence and craziness that's going to come from it is not going to be something reversible overnight. It's not going to be something that just pops back after that much violent. It's, you go like 6 months. You go like 6 months, and then your neighbors start freaking out. Your neighbors start trying to rob you and stuff. You get looters and rioters and all sorts of stuff, and just everything's just trashed and destroyed. There's no resources left, because the grid's down. You've got the just-in-time ordering system. If stores don't have stockpiles of stuff anymore, that's not how it works anymore. It's scanned by Billy at the register, and then that register reads it, and it goes to the warehouse. The warehouse loads the truck with it, and the truck moves. And a lot of people don't keep that into the thought process of how all this stuff works. It's all digital. Everything's electronic nowadays. And most people carry an ATM card. How many of you carry cash? I know the aware and prepared folks out there watching this channel know what I'm talking about. I know you carry cash. I keep cash on me no matter what. In the event, it's much easier, and I'm not going to barter and trade bullets at that time. I'm going to be using cash. I'm going to use cash in my wallet to buy that gasoline. $20 of gas is probably still $20, like I've said before. But there's threats all around us for so many different things. Right now, we got 15,000 troops headed to the Mexico border right now. We've got some exodus going on, some refugees. It's what happened to the government, right? And what happened to their government, and the reason why they want to leave. Let's get into that and figure out what's going on there. And most people just quit these days instead of fighting back. But like I've said before, it's kind of hard, if you're in a country that's unarmed, a bunch of unarmed civilians fighting against a country that has tanks. It's a little bit difficult to try and get your point across and try and change things and make a difference. It's not going to fix anything, right? It's not going to fix anything at all. But now we've got to deal with it. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? They're just going to turn around. You think they're just going to turn around? They walked how far? I'm pretty sure there's not going to be some turning around, and we're probably going to have to come up with some sort of, here's your plane ticket. And I don't know how that's going to work, but it sounds like a pretty difficult process. I hope someone's got that figured. I'm pretty sure someone's stayed up late at night drinking a lot of coffee, pots of coffee, figuring this whole process out. Oh man, I tell you. But yeah, I need water. Yeah, water. I get on these rants. It's just my rant for today. It's just one of these things, man. It's just coming to the point now where all these electronic devices and all this emergency response electronical crap is going to come to an end one day, and we are a ticking time bomb. It is a ticking time bomb. You've got to worry about the violence. You've got druggies. I think about this all the time. We've got druggies and violence and craziness, but there's so much, and I think there is a heightened fear in the system. I think they want us all afraid. I think they want us all afraid for our lives, and just someone's going to save me. Someone is going to save me, right? They're going to do something. They're going to do something about it, right? You have to start thinking for yourself. You have to start thinking for yourself, using your own noodle and preparing for yourself and yours and your family, and thinking of them. And this is probably we're almost reaching the age that it's too late. It's too late to do it. And for all of you jumping on board and doing it, welcome to the crazy club, because they all consider us crazy. We're not. We are aware. We know what's going on, and we know we need to be ready. Just keep that in mind. So, if you like this, please like. If you would like to share this with, I don't know, with your family members or friends or whatever, please share. Please share the videos, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and God bless you guys, and take care.